This is part 30 of A Link Between Worlds. In this part, we're going to be purchasing and upgrading the fire rod, which is amazing.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then
there are BAs in this world, and then there's a fire rod upgrade, and that thing is just unbelievable when you get it.
And then we're also going to be doing our first upgrade of the Master Sword at the end of this part.
Which is really cool because, I mean, it's the first time you use a sword and it actually feels like it's an upgrade. Like, the Master Sword, like we talked about, it is an upgrade, but, like, I don't know, it just didn't do enough, I think.
Plus, like, once we get it, we came into low rule where the enemies are twice as hard. So.
Well, but, you know, that's actually a very good point. That's kind of what I was going at. And, like, with the Tempered Sword, we finally get to that point where we can kill enemies quicker.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm kind of a big fan of that opening cutscene to this part we got with, like, Hilda just sitting in this dark room staring at the picture of Zelda.
It's kind of creepy a little bit.
It really is. I'm just like, girl, you're
like,
a little
kinda,
weird.
like, you know, it almost feels like she's kind of up to, you know, no good. Like, there's something kind of going on, or like, you know, who knows. But,
and she's like, we all deserve happy endings, don't we? And everything. It's just a creepy little cutscene.
She's creepy. It's a creepy area. The setting that takes place in.
Yeah. It's just her sitting in the dark like that. Not cool. But what is cool is we have Irene back. With her comments.
Well, kind of have Irene back.
Well, yeah.
She's not really there, but her, like, her comments are there.
And she hits one of her comments around the head here.
Yeah, that's right, because she was just the sage that we got in Desert Palace, right?
Yep. So I think that's the first time we fast traveled. Since we freed her.
Man, I tell you what, I'm already kind of sad to be leaving the Misery Mire. Because, like, I mean, like, we hadn't really gone there to the desert or Misery Mire the entire game. And then, like, we get there, and then the next thing we know, we're already gone. So, just, I don't know.
We're in and out in just one dungeon. And at least in Link to the Past, you had the Desert Palace in the Light World, and you had Misery Mire in the Dark World. So, in this one, for them to just combine that whole area into one dungeon.
One closed-off area.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, like, in Misery Mire, like, you really didn't get there until, like, Link to the Past, you actually had to add the flute to get over there.
Very late
in. So, but, like, the desert was always open, whereas this one, they're both closed off, really, until... And if you go late, I mean, it can be closed off almost the entire game.
Yeah, and it's like there's this whole bottom left, not like quarter, but big chunk of the map down there. It's like, if you don't get the sand rod and the things you need to get in there, I mean, then it's just you don't even see it.
Man, I'm excited about this fire rod upgrade. I mean, I think it's probably it's not like it's a very beneficial upgrade. It's just like we're men. And like the more powerful you can make something, and you can see the results of it, and hey, it's fire.
Yeah,
it's like a bigger fire. It's not an explosion, but like a bigger fire. You know, it's just I don't know. It's just awesome.
I see it and I hear you say that, and I think of a Castaway where Tom Hanks is like, "I have made fire."
You know what would be? I don't know. What I should have done is I should have went back to the guy under the bridge. And just for fun, lit his fire with the fire rod.
That would have rocked his world, man. That would have been too much excitement.
I mean, obviously,
the bridge.
I wonder if that would work. It probably wouldn't work in this game, but that'd be cool. Like if his fire was out, and you could go light it with your fire rod. That would be sweet.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we can use the fire rod to light like torches and lamps in the dungeon. So it'd be pretty. No, that poor guy would freak out. He can't handle the stress of you showing up under.
That's right. That's right. What was he also complaining about? Like
the bottle washing up. I think
the birds. No, he's complaining. No, I thought he was complaining about something else.
Yeah, he didn't like that much stress.
Oh, that's right. The bottle washed up, and then you got there, and he's like, I can't take all this. God is a very alone life, I guess.
That guy. But that fire rod upgrade is pretty awesome, and like he will come in really handy. Like if you do like the treacherous tower, something like that, where it hits a ton of enemies with one shot. Very useful.
And our recommendation, as we say throughout this, for a while now, I think, like we use the ice rod for our discounted purchase. Yeah. Go ahead and use the fire rod, or use your discounted purchase towards the fire rod.
Much more useful.
It's a lot more useful, especially with, there's a ton of enemies, like right here in this random area.
6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, and just like, it's like a random area up by the fortune teller's tent that you really don't go up to at all, except to get some enemies. That's it.
And it cracks me up because right when you're in that area with all those enemies on the screen, you went to use the warp, and even Irene pops up and says, "You ever notice there's a bunch of enemies around?"
Yeah. Now, I wonder if that was like just a random, because she has her random conversations. I wondered, like, that had to be random. It just had to be random.
I think it was.
And there's just a lot of enemies there.
I think it was random because she was saying, like, you should go see my gram or whatever and get some potions.
Yeah, purple potions,
So I think that's just one of the stock things.
No, the blue one. The blue one's the one that fills all your hearts, right?
Yes.
That one is awesome.
So much better than fairies in this game.
That's just so, like...
As long as you use them before you die.
In every Zelda game, fairies should fill you all the way up. No questions asked.
Although, I don't know, that may make it almost too easy.
Well...
But I feel like
I don't mind it being too easy.
No,
I don't mind it. Like we need that in Zelda too. Like if we could have had something that filled up your health meter all the way, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I agree. It's just I feel like the 4 or 5 that it fills up is too few. Maybe like half.
Yeah, like that's okay.
A good compromise.
I kind of do agree with you. I think like full, it probably would make the game too easy,
especially this game.
But 5 is kind of a joke, and like a lot of the reasons we use them in recording is because when we get beeping hearts, we like to get rid of those. And if you have like 1 heart and use a fairy, you're almost back down to beeping after 1 hit.
It doesn't get you all the way clear. Yeah. And when you're stuck like me, fighting the last boss of the game without upgrading your sword at all, which I did the first time through.
That probably took forever with the Master Sword, now I think about it.
Trust me, I went through a few fairies that time.
Now, this cave right here in the graveyard, like both the graveyard and this cave, I wish it had been different than Hyrule. Like,
me too.
The graveyard is the same layout, and then this cave is almost the exact same layout, although I think there might be a little bit more light, or was there? The other one was dark too, wasn't it?
The other one was dark. You just haven't lit any torches.
Well, I don't need the light. I know what I'm doing here.
The only difference really is those 3 enemies we just faced right there.
Yeah, the Igors. We did not have the Igors. I think we had something else, but like, yeah, just the same layout. So I wasn't a huge fan of that.
It is nice to get our second piece of Master Orb, though, which you will need this one combined with the one we got back in Thieves Town, right?
Oh, yes, Thieves Town.
No, Thieves Hideout. Thieves Hideout, sorry.
Thinking Link to the Past now.
I know. Sorry, Thieves Hideout. We need
that hasn't happened yet. It probably actually has happened. We just don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm sure it has at some point or other. But it's like, yeah, you need 2 pieces of Master Orb to upgrade the sword each time. So.
And here's the one random thing I noticed. Like those trees, the leaves are different colors right there. Like those 2, like right in front of the, well, I don't know what this is. This is not, is this a sanctuary?
I don't know. You should have stopped and asked that guy.
Well,
was right there.
I don't know if I ever talked to that guy in this whole gameplay, to be honest with you.
Probably not, because I don't think you get anything.
Now, here's one thing I wish they would have done with the sanctuary is maybe put some people praying right there. Like
it would make sense.
You got this sanctuary right here, and they had the technology with the new, the technology.
Yeah.
To do something like that.
Just show a few people in there. I mean, it's like Hyrule's under attack.
Put that the new technology with the new technology.
Yeah.
Explain that really well.
But, I mean, you're right though. It's like, I mean, Hyrule's under attack from Yuga. I mean, there's cracks appearing all over the walls. All over the entire world.
They gotta be worried a little bit.
They're like, it's the end of days.
That mountain is erupting, which, that always seems to be the case in every Zelda game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'd be running to the church if I was a religious person. I thought the world was ending.
Like, even if they didn't move, even if it was like the same people every single time, like it still would have been cool. Like if they would have been moving them. Like maybe early in the game, there's only like 1 person praying. Yeah. And then like when all this cracks and stuff start happening, there's like 10 or so.
All of Kakariko villages in.
Yeah. So like 10.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you still got the 8 at the milk bar, trying to drink their worries away.
Hey, we see that in Majora's Mask. That's for
yes, that is true. That is a good point, actually.
Now, I just have to laugh. Like, the blacksmith and the blacksmith's wife talk about how they're, like, spent so much time looking for their kid, Gully, who's missing. It's like, the blacksmith's wife's standing right outside the door. The blacksmith is in here tempering you a new sword.
Hey, baby, you gotta keep business going.
Well, the sad thing is he gives it to you for free.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's a good... Well...
So it doesn't do much for business.
Yeah, because he takes that master... Well, he uses the master ore, though,
or at least some of it, I would assume.
Because that's what makes you... Well, no, he has to, because that's what makes your master sword stronger. So he has to use that, so...
It's just... I don't think they're very good parents.
It's not a very good business model, in my opinion.
It's just...
But what I wish we would have had is, Link to the Past, we had the 2 blacksmiths.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we would have had 2 right there also. Like,
well, we kind of had 2. We had the assistant that was in there with us.
Well, yeah, but in Link to the Past, they were both the same people. Whereas that one,
with the brothers.
I have a feeling that guy doesn't work a lot. He just kind of sits there and, bosses people around.
Yeah.
Tells people to find his kid.
Pretty much. I mean, because look at that. I mean,
well, at least his wife is outside,
she's probably, like, yelling
she's, like, yelling for him and stuff, so... Or maybe at least she's doing something.
Maybe they've already just given up.
Yeah, well, it's been a while that they've not had him.
Yeah.
Because remember, he got lost, like, when we were back in Hyrule, like, we got the adventure pouch, like, very early on, like, maybe after the Eastern Palace, we got the adventure pouch, and that's when he went missing, which was very early in the game.
It kind of gives you a hint, though, that he might be an important person since he disappeared.
Yeah, well, I guess that could be a good point right there that you make.
But either way, this will wrap up part 30 of A Link Between Worlds.